we can look forward to that. Right, so moving on to some updates for Mag. This is the reason why you're here, not just to see our beautiful faces and hear our sultry voices. So, first things first, as I'm sure some of you saw in the... Oh, shit, wrong one. Okay, in the... now I'm going to have to try and navigate to it. Fantastic. Just bear with me 1 second if I can find it. God, this was very poorly planned. Okay, so first things first, the Kuro 787 has been updated and it is glorious. And we actually have the 787-8 in the Stratusjet stable. And in fact, the 787, I was able to copy at least the clouds over from our 787-10 and paste them onto the aircraft. So now there's sort of a basic hybrid white livery, you could say, for the 787-8 that is available to everybody. So if you want to get your 787 on, 787 on out of the Dash 8 is based in Bristol. We do have a number of routes out of there, a couple of short hauls and primarily long haul, but the Stratusjet long haul stuff is going to be upgraded even more and expanded, even more the second the Aerosoft A330 gets released in the next couple of months, which is fingers crossed coming. So yeah, 787 is there. Avionics. Yeah, and in fact, Kuro have implemented a completely custom cockpit texture, flight model, wing flex model. So they're doing a lot more than just the Aerosoft. I think it was the avionics update. They're doing more than that. So I did a flight from Bristol to Fort Lauderdale, and it performed beautifully. Frames were fantastic. The aircraft performed very well as expected. Gets from A to B. So yeah, that 787 will be available very soon, uploaded onto the website. However, if you want it before it gets uploaded to the website, which might be at some point, maybe in the next month, Dave? Okay. Inshallah, yeah. Then just message me and we'll get that to you very quickly. Next thing with Stratusjet is the Stratusjet ATR is in the paint shop. As I'm sure I told some of you, told you all in previous updates or mag shows, the Stratusjet ATR is coming, and as is the Verona one. But the Stratusjet ATR will enable us to operate little island hoppers and stuff down in Greece, which is going to be very fun, as will the Verona thing. The Verona ATRs, obviously little short hops through Mama Africa, which is always interesting. And in fact, if I remember correctly, that was these little dodgy African airstrips was Matt's speciality in X-Plane for his custom scenery. I think you created like 100 airports in Africa or something. So yeah, so the ATR is coming for both Stratusjet and Verona. Once they do come, they will be put onto a very large number of routes. Next thing is we are going to be doing some evac flights for Rhodes and Corfu, jumping on the bandwagon. So these flights for the next 5 days from the time. So actually, you know what? Until the end of the month. Fuck it. Until the end of the month, you'll be able to operate a flight to either Rhodes or Corfu, and then back out. That can be from, so you'll leave from Manson, you'll get to Rhodes or Corfu, and then fly from one of those two airports to anywhere you fancy, basically. as long as it's not Mogadishu, because I don't think there are many Somalians holidaying roads right now. Yes. Um, it'll be it'll be a Helping Hand 2.0, I think. Helping Hand. Anyone that performs one of these flights to either of these two airports in the next 6 days, message me, and we'll sort you out with an award. But you must do one flight in and one flight out somewhere. Yeah. So fly in, fly out somewhere in Europe, and you should be golden. All right. So the next thing is, oh shit. Well, that's a giveaway. So uh, the next thing is, Manston Air is celebrating 3 years next month, and to celebrate that, we are launching two special liveries. The first one is the mural livery. This aircraft was actually bought from Southend by Mr. Long down to Manston. This is a work in progress screenshot, but this sort of features sort of like a tapestry, if you like, of sort of Kentish things. This is the slightly updated. I think it looks fantastic. I'm quite proud of it. That aircraft is already back at Manston, and as of today, I will be sending everybody copies of the PTP files for the 73. Mike Sierra Echo Juliet is the tapestry, and we have a second one which you'll see in just 2 seconds. That is with the Skimmy Boys, yeah. But it is not a short filled package, I don't think. But it's still got Skimmy Boys. So this aircraft is qualified to do things like the transatlantic stuff to Halifax and St John's. So yeah, fly the Kentish flag. Quite like this livery. And I will be sending it out to all of you guys maybe tomorrow morning, because it's already 10 to 12. So I'm going to be going to bed after this. But yeah, so this is Sierra Echo Juliet. This is special livery numero uno. And oh, wait for it. There we go. This is Sierra Echo Alpha. Now, Sierra Echo Alpha is the full enchilada, if you like, of the special livery. She is in an all blue color scheme. With a slight gradient, and she says 3 Manston Air years on the side with a little bit of Invictus on the front. It was supposed to be silver and stuff, but I am retarded, and therefore I couldn't figure out the metallic layer of the PMDG 737, so fuck it, it's white. But I still think it looks pretty damn sick. It's something different, and again, it will be available as of today, or probably tomorrow morning, but it's here. It's Sierra Echo Alpha, and both of the aircraft are in Manston and ready to start operating all over Europe, North Africa, and North America. So, as we said, Sierra Echo Alpha is in this all blue, beautiful, sexy color scheme. And Sierra Echo Juliet is in this tapestry color scheme, and both of them are available soon. Let's do it. We'll buy. I've got the horn.com. Upload both of them there, and then you can just download them for free. There we go. I will also. They are 800s, yes, and in so Sierra Echo Juliet is was not one of the first ones, but Sierra Echo Alpha was the first 737. Uh, She's the very first one, which is why she's got the full enchilada. So yeah, those are there. All is groovy with those. And in 1 week's time, I will be uploading them both to flightsim.to. But you guys will obviously have a 1 week's head start on on these liveries. So those are the two special liveries available now. Next up is we have. Thank you very much. We have one new 737-800 that has been added to the fleet, Sierra Echo Oscar. She's in standard livery, just with the RSP logo on the nose here. Couple of notes with this aircraft. Unlike the rest of the fleet, she's in single class configuration. She does not have Wi-Fi, and she is pretty old. She does have the performance improvement package. Otherwise, everything is like old as shit. So yeah, this one was mainly brought in for the summer rush and to cover for Sierra Echo Alpha and Juliet while they were out of service. But Sierra Echo Oscar has been brought into the fleet, and I think I have started sending it to people. But if you don't have it, please message me and I will get it sent to you ASAP. And it is already in the queue to be uploaded to the website whenever that happens. Fourth, I guess. Some of you have seen I have been flying around this dirty old girl, Mike Sierra Charlie India. So this one is a BCF. Most of our fleet, or in fact all of our fleet, are BDSF. But the BCF is got a slightly modified. Matt, you probably know more about because you've literally worked on the real aeroplanes. But I think the difference between the BDSF and the BCF is pretty much just the cargo door is shifted back a little bit. One second. I have to enjoy. No. She wants the chocolate. That's my bribe for the next. My bribe to finish the show. Okay, so MSCI is now in the fleet, and I think I've started sending it to people. As you can see, she's in sort of a rushed into service livery with an original Manston Air nose cone. That little splash of blue right there. So Charlie India is. I think she looks quite good, but I think she's going to look even better when she gets into the full livery. And that. Yes, I think we covered that in the last mag show. Was that we're starting to implement Manston Air Cargo on all of the cargo aircraft to enable us to grow our network, not just at Manston but outside of Manston. And speaking of which, we will come on to a scenery release very, very shortly. But we are potentially planning to open a new cargo hub at East Midlands Airport. And Sierra Charlie India will be one of the ones that goes up to East Mids. So again, that will give you a little bit more diversity as to where you can operate cargo flights, at least from. Passenger flights, of course, will stay in Manston because it's Manston Air. But cargo, we can start shifting around. So once we do finalise if that's going to go, if and when that's going to go ahead, and route network, we will be uploading those to the site, and you'll be able to use them pretty much. I think it'll be the first of the month we usually do the server uploads. So that is that. And last but
name of Mansonair,
Absolutely.
especially on that sim, especially.
Mm.
I mean, I operated a flight the other day into Stansted with the Mansonair call sign, and you know, it's all very well and good us flying into Manson with Mansonair call sign, but it's good to spread it around a bit.
Especially the more the busier airports as well that routinely get ATC to get the name out there. Speaking of which, I had a conversation with one of the lovely gentlemen of VAT UK recently regarding our call sign on the network. I don't know if many of you have tried to fly on the network, but most of the time they refer to us as Egypt Air. This because Mike Sierra Echo used to belong to a company called Egypt Air Express, who went bust in 2019. But we took it. So yes, since we are now a VATSIM affiliate, they did tell us that our call signs would be updated. However, as of right now, they have not. But the email that I got from VAT UK is that I need to contact their data provider or something like that. So to try and update it. So that's again still in the works. That's sort of behind the scenes stuff that we're trying to work on. But we do encourage you, please fly on the VATSIM network. I know James especially is mostly flying on VATSIM, both Stratusjet and Mansonair. So thank you very much again for that, James. And we're just trying to get the name out there. Eventually they will learn. Yeah.
When it comes to flying on the network, it's always handy in your remarks when you file a flight plan via Squawkbox, Pilot, Pilot, whatever you use, but the call sign is Mansonair. Sometimes they don't see it, obviously, as they say, Egypt Air Express. You call up as Mansonair, and they still call you Egypt Air Express. So sometimes if it's in the remarks, they do read it. It's just another little handy tool. You don't have to, but it just helps them out identify the Virgin Airlines call sign until they do actually update it in the data pack.
Yep.
And included in the PFPX files that I uploaded it, all the PFPX files have Mansonair in the call sign there, so
nice.
They should automatically propagate through if you're using PFPX.
Nice. Okay, so that's happening behind the scenes. And last but by certainly no means least, two slight announcements. Number one is destination of the month. Next month is going to be... Dave, where are you right now?
Yes, where are you, David?
The
The Dam. Amsterdam is the destination of the month for August. This again is because of our 3-year anniversary. Amsterdam was the last passenger route operated from Manston just before closure, and in fact a route that Mr. Butler and I personally flew on for a lad's trip to Amsterdam back in 2014. So yeah, Amsterdam is there. You'll have the opportunity to fly to Amsterdam on pretty much every base on the Stratusjet network flies to Amsterdam, and Mansonair as well. Not just the jets, but also the ATR or the Caravan if you feel like it. Although the Caravan, you can't call it a private jet flight because you're not allowed to fly into Amsterdam anymore. But it can be like a charter cargo something or other, but you can still fly to Amsterdam is the biggest thing. So that is the destination of the month for Amsterdam. And if you want to go for this month's, you have 6 more days to fly Manston to Mykonos and back, and you will get the Grand Tourer Award. That as well. Yeah, Grand Tourer Award for July 2023. And the last thing is we're going to be adding one more new award, which is going to be the OG award. Now, as Dave posted in the lounge recently, the EUJet timetable, not EUJet, as many of you know, if you know much about Manston, is or was an airline based with a large base in Manston, and the award is going to be called the OG Award, and essentially you have to fly to every destination on on that timetable, and you will get the OG Award, which is a little nod to EUJet there. But yeah, that's all for the MAG updates, unless any of you gentlemen have anything else to add for the MAG update. We don't have a Fokker 100. It would be. It really would be, but we don't have it right now. I do like a little Fokker. But has anybody else got anything else to add on the MAG updates? Yes? No? No?
No, I think you covered everything regarding that. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, Mr. Butler, anything? No? Happy? Okay, awesome. Right, so... Alrighty, so getting on to the news. The Just Flight Fokker 20